Hey guys, welcome back to my AFK Arena. In today's video, we're over on Kiasma's account because I thought this would be a fun one to show. I like demonstrating the tippity top end game side of things every once in a while, and this is one that I think a lot of people will just find interesting to look at because, let's face it, 99.99% of people aren't up to this stage. Now, the Kiasma account has been getting pushed super hard. The progression is ridiculous. If we look at the map, if we look at the world map, we go to the chapter 54. We're currently in chapter 53 at the moment on Kiasma. Now, this also means that when I test units on this account, it's mainly going to have to be testing over here in the tower. We're at a lower deficit because campaign just becomes ridiculous at this stage. Also, I put a community post out about a week ago about heroes that you guys want me to try and just have some fun with, make them work. Some really good suggestions in there. I've got some ideas planned, so we will be doing some of that in the future. But let's take a look. So we're at 53-13 here, and at this stage, this is like the in-between non-boss stages. You only got one battle to worry about, typically seen as the easy stages. But at this stage of the game, they're not really. And also something I want you to note, and I want to show you this because it's absolutely ridiculous, is over here on Kiasma, if we say we've got 3 awakened heroes in this team, you know, we can compete with this team if we want to, pretty much just get easy clapped, and that's about all there is to it. But, you know, we can place this team in here. So if we wanted to say we didn't have so many awakened heroes, because, you know, Brutus and Thane are our top level heroes. Say if we had something like a Mishka and a Raku, we were trying to do like a Raku control team, you know, something like this, and we went to battle, we could get in with this one. Okay, let's see. If we dropped, say, a Ziz for something, let's go for one more, maybe like a Leica or something like that. Do we get it? No. Okay. So if we were a bit more budget in our team, we wouldn't even be able to enter it. And now, obviously, some people that don't look that deep into it would say, yeah, but you've got, you know, 30 signature item, 9 furniture. We've got these guys all engraved, everything. It becomes the excess furniture, the excess engravings, the excess signature items that are where you're going to have to get these stats from. So if we look at, for instance, if we hit all units and we look at Awakened Thane, who's our most powerful, obviously he's on full T4. If we go to engravings, let me check this out. We're at level 100 engravings. So units at level 60, even though they get all their potential, they don't have the stats and they don't have the power based on it. We've got the 40 signature item. And if we go over here to the inn, I don't know if we've actually upgraded past the furniture values. I don't think you can actually see it here on the limit breaks, but you get the idea. There's a lot that goes into these things, and it becomes the excess limit of the game that you have to reach to be able to even participate in it, which is quite crazy. I find it insanely fascinating. Levels are a thing as well. If we go over here to the resonating crystal, you can see we are at the max level though. So obviously once a new character gets introduced, we get an extra 5 levels on the level cap. We can progress there, you know, get the levels up, and then that will help as well. Also, as new chapters come out, they normally make the other ones a little bit easier, and that does help with progression. But I mean, I'm really interested to see if Kiasma can sort of get caught up eventually in it. Or the other thing is, like, you know, beasts. We've got the different beasts at different levels. So for instance here, if we try and do this, if you look at this guy, I'm pretty sure the beast power contributes. So if we swapped him and tried to use, say, the owl who's OP, we're currently at 47 billion. If we go to here, you can see we drop down to 44 billion. So even if I'd say if we had that previous team that we had before with Brutus and Thane, we tried to use the owl because the owl is so strong, we won't be able to do it. Like, it's the same team. So this is where you also get into the beast mode. So obviously here, you know, we've got to use some of our maxed out beasts to get that power level rating. It's just something I find completely interesting. So let's jump that back there. And yeah, like I said, it's actually quite nuts. So I wanted to show you guys just some of what I've been experimenting with here, because like I said, these stages become incredibly hard, but I find them quite fun just to come in here and just get dominated on, and, you know, pretty much that's all that really happens. I just jump in and get owned. So let's have a bit of a play around. So let's do a bit of a reset. Something I've been liking, like, because I've been saying that, like, healers are a little bit more viable now that you know, if we run, like, I like the idea of like Navanthi and a star. And like I like these three. Like I feel like with the mitigation provided and the healing on top, I feel like it's kind of okay. If we run something like a Mishka as well, like I'm really liking these type of things. Let's go with like an Awakened Baden, but he won't have enough damage. But I just like, this is the kind of thing I've been playing with a lot on Kiasma, just trying to make these types of teams work. The problem is on these stages, we could probably survive. It's the damage that becomes, I've got to turn those animations off. It's the damage that becomes an issue. So let's get these animations off. Where do we do those? Settings? Isn't it play video? Ultimate animations. There we go. All right. Let's do this again. Let's see how we go. Maybe if I swap that, does that work? Or does he get screwed by getting rooted? No, I think he's okay. Because he'll make the clone. Oh, Mishka just dying. I feel like if we land that Mishka jump, we're okay. I just want to get one where it oh, come on, Mishka, do not die like that. Don't die on me like that. Don't do it. Let's just swap that. Sometimes something like that can make a difference. Mishka, live. Why won't you live? Dude, you can see the intense amount of damage. The deficit is insane. What's the level difference? We're at 435 levels deficit, which is quite huge. And it does become a game of put it on auto retry and just see if you can clutch something out of nowhere. Okay, we're not getting that with the Mishka, unfortunately. I was hoping, because in that type of comp, normally if the Mishka can live, we can be all right. And like this kind of front row, like gives you a tiny bit of leniency because you get one extra life with the Baden because he instant ults. And normally Mishka can let a wolf die and then ult. But honestly, like literally just the jumping animation of Mishka is what's costing us entirely there. Let's go ahead and try something else in a sec. There we go. Got it. Landed it. Okay. Oh, we lost the star. But as you can see, like this kind of thing I'm actually liking at the moment. I feel like if we had the star alive, we'd be doing a lot better. I actually got one of this team to work yesterday when I was testing, but not clear, obviously, because we would have been cleared. But to survive longer, it just depends on the enemy Grazul and where his skeletons go and what they actually effectively hit. But you know, it feels kind of nice to see that we can sustain a little bit in this type of deficit. But you know what? I'll be back in a sec. I want to get a little bit of a decent replay of this one. But obviously, this isn't a meta team. This is just me trying to justify what I've been having fun with. Oh wait, here we go. Let's go. But yeah, this will then become, damn it, we lost Navanthi. But you get the gist. That it just becomes, we can't deal enough damage. It's just a whole different level when you're playing over here. Now, I am not I suck at this stage of the game. I just like experimenting with stuff. But yeah, this team, I've been playing with it for about a day. It's just a really awkward one to try and clear. The Grazul's skeletons are always just a real nuisance. But you know, we'll get there one day. Maybe if we run the Brutus now, because then we won't have enough CC, because the Brutus won't ult fast enough. We won't have it. Yeah. I think that's about it. But my son has just walked in. I think that's where we'll call it. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you have an awesome day, and I look forward to seeing the next one. Cheers.